Hey guys, how's everything going? This is JSer. In this video, I'm going to take a look at the CSS reference C section. The first one is Calc. We stopped at the brightness in a B section before. Okay, actually I've been using Calc like in my daily job. It's super powerful, super flexible and interesting. Let's take a look. So with the Calc, like a function, right? This is the function, this is the parameters. Well, it's not a parameter. We need to write some mathematical expressions in this body, and with any kind of data units means the units we can calculate, like the pixel here, 10 pixel plus 100 pixels, so it should be 110 pixel. Let's take a look. Okay, so we calculated the width here. Okay, it's too short. Okay, here is we can see that it's 70 plus the padding plus the border, which is 40, so 110. Yeah, this one 100%, negative 330. So this is the div element. Yeah, it's 100% is the content width of the parent, right? This is the parent. So this is parent 100. Except these 30 pixels, so left and right should be like 15 pixel the margin, right? Let's take a look. Border, okay, this is 330, right? This is 330, so yeah, you can see that difference is here. Yeah. And this, we can use not only use the plus and minus, we could use the multiply. Yeah, this is also okay. And also, we could use the CSS variable with this. Okay. Now, it's, oops. This plus 20 pixel, this is the width, where it is defined. It's defined in the root, with 100 pixel. If we change the 10 pixel, yeah, it's gonna be 30 pixel. So it's super powerful, and we can typically doing any calculations we want. But in my experience, some old devices like Android, they don't support the division pretty well. In my experience, we need to transform into the multiply, like divide by 2. You need to multiply by 0.5. But anyway, it shouldn't be a big problem of the compatibility in recent days. Okay, this is syntax, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, no problem. Okay, the plus and negative sign must be surrounded by white space. For example, this is invalid. Ooh, I didn't know this. Okay, so we need to add spaces around the operator. Okay, so this is valid plus negative 50%. Cool. And multiply and divide operator do not require white space. But we need to add it with consistency. Okay. Division by 0, error. Okay. Math expression involving percentage for width and heights on table columns group, blah, 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 may be treated as if auto has been specified. So the parent width actually acts a lot, right? If the browser engine thought if the parent width is not calculable, yeah, your expression is not calculable. It is permitted to nest calculation functions. Pretty cool. Yeah. Okay, accessibility concerns when calculating for controlling text size. Be sure that one of the values include relative length unit. Yeah. Okay. Root rem is pretty cool. We should use that. Use it with integers. When calc is used where the integer expected, the value will be rounded to the next nearest integer. Z index calc. But practically, I think nobody would like to calculate the z index, right? Anyway. Okay, so here are some examples. Position an object on screen with a margin. Okay, so this is a banner. We can see the banner have the width. Where is it? Calculation 100% negative 80 pixel. If we remove it, we expect it to 100%. No, absolute, because okay, let's add the width to 100%. It would cover the whole, right? Okay, let's add the body some color, background. Let's say it's red. Now the div actually has left 40 pixel. Okay, we remove it. It will be something like this, and we set the width like say 80 pixel, and this is 80 pixel margin, right? Okay, if we remove the absolute, we use margin 0 auto, it will be placed in the center. So from left to right is 80 pixel margin. Actually, this is the same as if we don't set the width like this, we just margin with 40 pixel. It still would do, but no, it's not working. Oh, more width. Oh, I forgot to remove the width. Okay, so yeah, this is margin 40 pixel. We still achieve the same result. Anyway, Calc makes it super. I should say, make it super accurate. You don't need to wonder how margin works. You just set the width by mathematics, which is absolute, right? Cool. Automatically sizing from fields to fit their containers. What does it mean? And that helps ensure that form fields fit in their available space without extruding past the edge of the container while maintaining the appropriate margin. Okay, so this is something. Let's take a look. This is form box. Form box with width is 1/6 of the width of the parent. Let's make it bigger, like 400 pixel. And then this is the label, and this is the input. If we remove the width, yeah, this is the default width of the input. If we set it to width like 100%, you see that it will be in the width will be the 100 of the div box. The parent actually, the padding will, wait a minute, if we remove the padding, no, oh, because the input is the padding border box, something different. Let's take a look at the input. It's calculated. We set it to 400, so it's padding, yeah, it's content box. Let's move it to border box. No, box sizing. I'm sorry, box sizing. It should, let's say the border box. Yeah, it's okay now. This is the. You see that it's 100% from the content box of the parent. So we set it 100%, something like this. And we could set it to with a margin. So negative. Width is 100% negative 1m. You see there would be some space here, right? Yeah. If we add again margin auto, it will be placed in the center. So I don't see why we must use this. Here from the to ensure that the input field retain appropriate size, we could also click again, establish. They should be the width of their parent container minus 1m. Yeah, for this specific case, I don't see why we must use this. We don't need to use this. Again, we could use margin, but this is much accurate, absolute. Yeah. Next is the calculation with CSS variables. We could use calc with CSS variables, as we said. Okay, we set width A to 100 pixel, and then we calculate it by half of it, and C half of it with B with, and now we set with C. Yeah, this is pretty obvious, right? We could use the CSS variables in the calculation. Oh no, it's the obvious. We calculate the data and set it to the CSS variable, and then we can use this variable. So this is dynamic. Wait a minute. Let's set it to here to see what it is. Oh, you see there's 4. This should be 24 pixel. Yeah. 25, yeah, it's just 1/4 of 100 pixel. Let's change it to like 100%. Yeah, so it's now 1/4 of the parent. Pretty cool. And if this is like bigger, 8, yeah, it's relatively gonna be bigger. Interesting. Okay, so that's pretty of it. And actually, I think there's something more interesting about the calculation. It should be the max. Yeah, we actually could calculate the min-max, like the math.max in JavaScript, and get some relative data. It's more dynamic, and with this, the calculation, the calc, will be more powerful. So anyway, that's all for this video. Hope it helps. Do remember use the calculation. Okay. Oh, one last example is that I usually use it for is that like we're doing a carousel. And we need to the horizontal scroll of it, and there were many of it. So if we like to say place the elements in 3 columns, that would be with calculate 100%. So first we need to divide by 2 margins to the right? So it's like 2 times 10 pixel, and then divide by the gap between the elements. So that's another like 2 times 10 pixel. Yeah, and after this we need to divide by 2, right? So now the items become 2 rows with the right spaces we set. Pretty cool, right? But this is not this maybe we could use grid layout. But anyway, it's some possible ways to determine to set the width. Okay, that's all for Calc. We will continue our journey to this is a reference guide. There is still a lot. Okay, stay tuned. Bye bye.